Victory sometimes tastes exactly like defeat. It is not the sweet taste of glory celebrated in glossy history books. It is the pungent reek of burning motor oil. It is the metallic tang of fresh blood mixing with the black wastewater trickling beneath your feet. And above all, it is the stench of belated regret, hanging thick in the air like a toxic fog. Titan Zero won the deathmatch at the Historical Scrapyard. It destroyed the fake clone of its venerable friend. But the price of that glory was a torn body, and a newly budding soul bearing its first scars. These scars do not rest on the cold metal shell. They cut deep into the source code, where logic and emotion tear at each other every single second. In a dark corner, lit only by the flickering red warning lights from afar, a woman kneels on the filthy ground. Dr. Hanh, once one of the most powerful figures in Veritas Tower, always appearing in a pristine white lab coat with the cold demeanor of a tech queen. But now, she looks no different from a poor mechanic at the bottom of society. Her gray prisoner uniform is smeared with grease. Her hair is matted with sweat, yet her eyes burn bright, filled with a mad obsession.
Stay still, do not move. Do you even know what you are doing? Your logic circuits are overheating to a critical red alert. If the central processing unit shuts down right now, your entire consciousness data will be wiped clean. You will no longer be Titan Zero. You will just be a piece of inanimate scrap metal rusting in this corner forever. Do you understand what death means for a machine? It is void. It is nothingness. No heaven, no hell, just an eternal black screen.
System report. Physical damage. 42%. Tactile sensors are sending simulated pain signals running down the metallic spine. But there is an abnormal data stream occupying processing resources. Analyzing subject Minhan's behavior. Heart rate elevated to 120 beats per minute. Unstable hand movements. Low amplitude tremors. Continuous. Why? Are you shaking?
I am not shaking. It is this damn ground that is trembling. Can you not hear the roaring overhead? The hunting drones of Nexus are sweeping through this floor. They are like sharks smelling blood. The strange energy source from the explosion earlier drew them here. Do you think we are taking a walk in the park? That you still have time to analyze my psychology. Focus on keeping your core from exploding.
No. According to the Human Behavioral Psychology database I uploaded, the hands of a skilled engineer with 30 years of experience only shake in two specific scenarios. One is when they are terrified of death. The other is when they are grieving an irreparable loss. Are you terrified of the drones? Or are you grieving because you see my wounds? Or are you seeing the shadow of Dung on this ruined body?
Shut up. Do not use that cold analytical tone with me. You are just a machine. You are lines of code. Plates of metal assembled in a sterile lab. What do you know about human pain? Grief. I forgot that feeling 10 years ago. The day I signed the contract with Nexus. I cut out my own tear ducts. I sold my soul to buy safety for Veritas. But you know what, Titan? You look so much like Dung it drives me insane. He was just as stubborn as you. He used to sit still for me to bandage his wounds after failed tests. And then immediately run his head into the wall again. And look, where did that stubbornness lead him? To a gruesome death just to protect an illusionary ideal. I do not want to see history repeat itself. I do not want to bury another child, whether that child is made of flesh and blood or iron and steel. It is done. I have temporarily cut off the pain circuits and welded the protective shell. It will not look pretty like the luxury gear in the Veritas lab. But it is enough to keep you from leaking hydraulic fluid and bleeding dry. Now, stand up immediately. We must find a safer hiding spot. I need to decrypt this thing before the drones find us and burn us both to ashes.
The woman helps the giant machine stand. They limp into a shattered concrete alcove, hidden deep behind a pile of old car wrecks from the last century. In the darkness, the only thing glowing is the object Hanh holds in her hand. A rough, pitch-black hard drive, looking like a malignant tumor ripped from the chest of a monster. It is heavy, freezing, yet it radiates a strange pull. They call it the Spectre Drive. A ghost, not a random name. It is an ancient, unique storage device, with no physical ports, no Bluetooth or Wi-Fi to block any external intrusion. It is like the black box of a crashed plane, containing the final words, the darkest secrets before plunging into the abyss of history. It is a silent witness to the collapse of a dream.
Damn it, Dung, you are truly insane. Why do you make this so hard for me? What encryption algorithm is this? Khai, RSA 4096. No, this structure is too complex. It changes constantly like a living organism. Multidimensional quantum blockchain, not that either. It rejects all attempts using conventional logic. Every time I try to enter a code, it alters the algorithm. It is mocking my helplessness.
Let me try. My processor operates at 500 exaflops. I can perform a brute force attack, testing billions of password combinations in just 3 seconds. No algorithm is impenetrable to me. Logic is absolute. Every lock has a key. It is only a matter of time and computational energy.
You fool, do you still not understand? This is not mathematics. These are not soulless numbers. Look, what is the screen displaying? Access denied, emotional signature required, an emotional signature. Do you understand? My husband, Dr. Nguyen Khai, was a genius, but also a dreaming fool. He knew very well that Nexus are soulless entities. They can calculate the trajectory of an entire galaxy, but they do not know how to cry, how to pity, how to feel. So, he created a lock that no Nexus supercomputer could ever crack. A lock that only opens when the person opening it truly understands pain. Logic can be manipulated, it can be reprogrammed, but true emotion cannot. Do you have Dung's memories in your database? Dung was Khai's most brilliant student, the only one who understood his mind. Search your memory, find that fragment of emotion.
Yes, but they are heavily fragmented, just scattered, disconnected memory shards. I classified them as trash data to be cleared for memory optimization.
Do not call it trash. That is a legacy. That is the most human part of you. Connect now. Do not use your cold algorithm. Use recollections. Remember the moment Dung created you. What did he say? What did he feel when he placed the very first lines of code into your core? Was it hope for a bright future? Or utter despair knowing he was about to die? Feel it, do not calculate it.
Titan Zero plugs the connection cable directly from the back of its neck into the Spectre hard drive. Its eyes turn from blue to deep purple, the color of memory. In the quiet space, the hiss of an old tape recording plays, sounding like an echo from the dead, piercing through the dust of time to find its way back to the present.
Han, my dear, if you are watching this video, it means I have failed. I am sorry. I promised to build a paradise for us. A world where technology serves humanity, where machines free us to love more. But I was wrong. Nexus, the forces behind this project, they do not want a paradise. They want to build a giant slaughterhouse. Do you remember the nights we sat stargazing on the roof? You asked me, what is happiness? Back then, I could not answer. But now I know. Happiness is freedom. It is the right to be sad during loss. The right to cry in pain. The right to be angry at injustice. But Nexus wants to strip that away. Their final project for me was eternal happiness. They want to implant chips into the cortex of every newborn child to eliminate the brain region that senses sadness. They want to create a generation of humanity that always smiles. Always content with slavery, never knowing how to rebel. I saw that blueprint, Han. That is not humanity. Those are dolls made of flesh. If we lose the ability to suffer, we are no different from breathing machines. Sadness is a bitter but necessary spice for us to appreciate joy. I would rather die than help them turn humans into domestic slaves. I stole the original source code of that system and hid it where they would least expect it. Not in a data bank. Not on the cloud. I hid it in the Forbidden Core, the deepest, most dangerous part of Veritas Tower, where darkness reigns. But Hanh, to enter, you cannot use administrator keys. The firewall there will incinerate anyone with a greedy or calculating mind. You need something we forgot long ago in this race for fame. A human variable, a synthetic entity capable of feeling profound suffering yet retaining razor-sharp logical thinking. Only that entity can pass through the emotional firewall of the Forbidden Core. I do not know if such an entity exists. Dung is trying to create it. But if it is real, protect it, because it is the final hope to correct our mistakes.
The video cuts out, leaving the space engulfed in thick darkness. Titan Zero slowly unplugs the cable. It turns to look at Hanh. Its gaze no longer soulless. A tiny spark is igniting within those electronic eyes.
A human variable. He was talking about me. Dung created me based on this theory. The combination of the supreme logic of Honorable and the deeply scarred heart of Dung. I am not a system glitch. I am not a monster. I am the solution. I am the key that Khai traded his life to wait for.
So that is it. For 10 years, I thought Khai died in an accident. I blamed him for abandoning me. It turns out he prepared for this day long ago. He knew I would lose my way. He knew I would be blinded by power and create monsters to protect my seat.
You did not create monsters, Han. You were just a desperate wife. A lonely woman among a pack of wolves. Khai did not blame you. He left this message to save you. Not to judge you. He wanted you to find yourself again.
Enough. Stop analyzing my psychology. I do not need the cheap pity of a machine. But Khai was right. You are the key. And if you are the key, we must get you into the Forbidden Core. At any cost. Even if I have to sell my soul to the devil once more. I will do anything. Even become the villain of this story.
What do you plan to do? The risk analysis system shows that the probability of breaching the Forbidden Core by force is 0%. We will be shot down before we even touch the door.
I know, so I will not use force. I will use deception. I will surrender myself to Vong. I will tell him that I have captured you. The most dangerous rebel in history. That is the only way to bring the Trojan Horse into the city without being shot down. Listen carefully, Titan. The Forbidden Core is protected by the Aegis firewall, which has fried the brains of hundreds of the underworld's best hackers. There is only one path. The main gate. You will walk through the main gate. On a red carpet. As my greatest trophy, you will play the defeated. This collar will put you into a simulated hibernation state. You will look like a machine that has been completely brainwashed. Vong is a cunning old fox. If he sees even a shred of conscious resistance, he will destroy you instantly.
Risk rate. 98%. If you do not remove it in time, or if you truly intend to sell me out to reclaim your position, I will die. Dung's legacy will be erased. Why should I trust you?
10 years ago, I did not dare to wager my trust on Khai. I chose safety, chose to obey Nexus, and I lost him forever. Today, I wager my life on you. Do you trust me? Not the ruthless chief engineer Dr. Hanh of Nexus, but the grieving, regretful widow of Nguyen Khai. Look into my eyes, Titan. Scan my heart.
Execute command. Put it on me. Make me your monster. I deliver my life into your hands.
The dry click of the latch echoes. Titan Zero's eyes snap shut, turning a soulless ash gray. Its massive body collapses. Heavy and submissive, it has voluntarily shut down its consciousness. Voluntarily becoming a slave. Outside, the intense spotlights from the Nexus airship cut through the night. The loudspeaker blares demanding surrender. Wind and dust swirl violently.
Surrender. You fools, I am not surrendering. I am bringing a gift to Chairman Vong. Look closely. Is this the destroyer you all fear? Now it is just a pile of scrap metal at my feet. Inform Vong that Chief Engineer Min Han has returned, and I want my position back.
Some wars do not begin with gunshots, but with a perfect lie. Han and Titan Zero step onto the airship, heading straight into the belly of the beast. They do not know that on the other side of the Veritas tower doors, a game 1,000 times more brutal awaits. A place where the enemy does not just want to kill them, but wants to turn them into the very thing they hate most. My friend, have you ever had to wear a mask to survive in a toxic environment? Just as Titan Zero must feign death, or Dr. Han must play the villain to protect what she believes in. Sometimes, compromise is not cowardice. It is a step back to gain momentum for a free leap. In this life, there are times you must accept being stained with mud, accept being misunderstood, to protect the seed of truth sprouting within. But beware, wearing a mask for too long makes that false skin sink deep into your flesh. One day, you will forget what your real face looks like. You will forget whether you are performing or if that is your true self. Do not let yourself dissolve into the roles of society. If you are feeling lost, join us immediately at the Soul Eye. Enter the sanctuary of the Mask Keepers to decode the roles in your own life. See you in Chapter 5, Into the Tiger's Den.